The current economic slowdown due to coronavirus impact has caused many to run out of cash, even for important expenses like house rent payments. For many of you, rent may be the biggest component in your monthly expenses. It will be a difficult task to arrange cash for high expenses like rent during this time. Credit cards could help you in this situation. You now have various digital rent payment platforms in India that allow payment of rent to your landlord through credit card. Find out how to pay rent through credit card in India through this video. Welcome to Save and Invest Smartly. Hi friends, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to keep watching such useful personal finance videos. Credit card debt is bad as it carries high interest charges close to 40%. I have always advised to avoid credit card to maintain good financial health. But coronavirus has spoiled the physical and mental health of many people now, and people are desperately looking for cash to pay for rent and bills. In these difficult times, if you don't have any other ready source of cash to pay your house rent, you may consider paying the rent through the credit card. In this video, I will explain how to pay rent through credit card using 3 popular payment platforms. You may choose the one that suits you well. But before we see how to pay rent through credit card, let me give you some advantages and disadvantages of paying rent through credit card. This will help you to take an informed decision. If you are passing through financial difficulty and you want to save cash for other important expenses like food and bills, then you may pay the rent through credit card and save some cash. If you already have 2 or 3 months due of house rent to be paid and landlord has not given further extension, then you may choose to pay the rent through credit card. Credit cards usually have high credit limit and help you in this case to pay 2 to 3 months of rent at once and clear all your rent dues. Some of you might have got credit card, but your usage may be very less. There may be a minimum spending limit like 50,000 or 1 lakh per annum to be spent on your credit card to avoid annual fees. You may pay rent through credit card and achieve that minimum spending limit. This will help you save annual fees on your card. For those who regularly receive your salary after 5th or 10th of the month, but your rent payment date is every 1st of the month, then you may pay rent through credit card and transfer back the cash after you receive the salary. In this case, you are using the credit card to just adjust the gap in the dates. Some credit cards consider rent payments eligible for reward points. These reward points can be redeemed for travel, gift cards, or even cash. But you need to make sure that the reward points earned is higher than the transaction fees charged to pay rent through credit card. Otherwise, paying rent through credit card just for earning reward points may not be efficient. If you pay rent through credit card and pay the total due every month before due date, then you can build a good credit history as well. This can help you in getting home loans and other loans in future easily. Rental receipts are generated and sent to your email, which are in the format accepted by Income Tax Department. You may use this directly to submit as proof for your HRA exemption during tax calculations. Let us now see what are the disadvantages when you pay rent through credit card. The transaction fees charged to pay rent through credit card is as high as 2% in some platforms. You should choose the rent payment platform carefully so that you don't pay more on transaction fees. Interest rates charged are as high as 40% on your credit card. So if you don't pay the credit card bill by due date, the interest charges keep accumulating and may become a huge burden for you. Using credit card regularly for all expenses and rent, but not paying them back on time may give a message that you always spend on credit. So your credit score may get impacted in these cases. Missing the payments to credit card will attract huge penalty charges as well. Now that you have understood the advantages and disadvantages of paying rent through credit card, let us see 3 popular rent payment platforms in India and how to pay rent through credit card using those platforms. Red Giraffe Rent Pay. Red Giraffe Rent Pay is one of the pioneers in the field of rental payments. They charge 0.39% transaction fees every time you pay rent. This is currently the cheapest options available in India. You need to upload your rent agreement for rent greater than Rs 50,000 per month. The payments are fully automated. To cancel your rent payments, you need to email them. They support credit cards only from limited banks, namely IndusInd, ICICI, HDFC, Kotak Mahindra, S Bank, Standard Chartered, PayZapp, and RBL Bank. Visit the site redgiraffe.com and click on Get Started. On the next page, select the option as credit card for the mode of payment. On the third page, you will see the form where you can fill up the tenant and the landlord details. For the tenant details, fill up your name, date of birth, mobile number, email ID, and your address. And also, on the right hand side, fill up the rent amount to be paid every month, the PAN number for the tenant, the frequency. Usually, this will be monthly, and the monthly due date, when do you want to pay it, and the rent agreement expiry date. Also fill up the card issuing bank name. You have a button called Add File where you can click and upload the rental agreement. Click on Next and fill up the landlord details as well. Once you fill up the landlord details, you are now given three options. Select the first option, Rent Pay. Your request is now submitted. Once your registration is approved, you will be assigned an RG ID, and once you log into your Red Giraffe account, you will see the dashboard giving the rental property details. Now this is a completely automated payment system, so you don't have to do this every month. But if you want to cancel after a few months, then you have to send an email and cancel this automated payments. The next platform is housing.com. Housing.com is a popular real estate website and has recently launched the Rent Pay platform on its mobile app. As of now, you don't have this option on the desktop site. They charge 1% transaction charge every time you pay rent. They support most of the credit card types but does not accept Amex and Diners Club. Once you install the housing.com app and launch it, you'll see three options. Select the second option, Pay Your Rent. This will take you to the next page. Click on Get Started. And on the next page, click on Pay and Earn Rewards Now. This will ask for your phone number. Give your phone number and click on Submit. You will receive an OTP on your mobile number. Enter the OTP and click on Verify. Now you enter the full name. Your phone number is already verified. Enter your email ID and then your landlord name, phone number, IFSC code of the bank account and the bank account number. Click on Next. Enter the project name or the locality for which you want to pay the rent. Select whether it is an apartment or an independent house, and also select whether it is a 2 BHK or a 1 BHK. And now you will be asked to enter the card number, expiry date, the card holder's name, and the CVV number. Uncheck the Remember Card option if it's already checked. It's not safe to save your card details on the app. On the next page, give the rent amount and the month for which you want to pay. Select credit card as the option. On clicking Next, you will see the transaction status is completed. The payment is received by housing and a message is sent to the landlord. The landlord will receive the rent within 48 hours. You also have option to click on Download Receipt and get the PDF format of the rental receipt to show it for your income tax purpose. You can also check out the rewards which are available in the form of coupons. For example, there's a coupon for Fasus where there's a flat 100 rupees off. You can click on how to redeem. And similarly, you have the MedLife coupon where you get up to 30% off when you purchase medicines from this site. You can click on how to redeem and see the terms and conditions to redeem this coupon. If you find any issues with the app, click on Help and Support and send your queries to them. The third app that we are going to see is cred. Cred is a good rent payment platform for those who have a good credit score, usually above 750. They charge 1 to 1.5% transaction charge every time you pay rent. They support all types of credit cards, including Amex cards. This app does not ask for the rental agreement to register. Some banks might not give you reward points for spending on cred, so check with your bank if cred is eligible for reward points. Once you install the cred app and launch it, you'll see multiple options where the second option is to pay the rent. Click on Pay Rent Now. You may also click on the control button on the top right hand corner and see an option there called Pay Rent. Click on Pay Rent. On the next page, you'll be asked how much rent do you want to pay. Enter the amount and click on Proceed. On the next page, you will see offers that are available when you pay rent through credit card. You can earn 3.3% reward points on your credit card, enjoy up to 45 days of credit period, and also earn cred coins which you can redeem later. and there are many other offers. On the next page, enter your landlord name and click on proceed. Enter the account number of the landlord, re-enter the account number, give the IFSC code, give the address, PIN code, state and city details of the home for which you want to pay the rent. On the next page, you will see the payment summary showing you the rent amount, what is the GST, and what is the total payment to be done by you, and the landlord name to whom you are paying. Click on next to see the complete details of the landlord, the bank name, the bank account number and address to do the final confirmation. Now select the payment options. Whatever credit cards you have registered here, those will be available and you can select any of those to do the payment. Enter the card number and expiry date here. Give the OTP number that you have received and click on submit. The next page shows you that the payment is successful and it shows you the month for which you have paid. You also have the option to download the receipt to show for the income tax purpose. If you want to browse through the rewards that are available, click on the control button on the top right hand corner, and on the next page, click on explore rewards. This will show you the available rewards which you can redeem. Now that you have learned how to pay rent through credit card using these payment platforms, I finally have few important information to share before choosing to pay rent through credit card. Paying rent through credit card is not advisable due to high credit card interest charges, and also there are transaction fees charged by the rent payment platforms. Explain your situation to landlord and ask for extension of due date by 2 or 3 months to pay your rent. If the landlord does not agree, only then pay rent through credit card. Always try to save an emergency fund so that you can use that during this difficult period to pay the rent. If you have gold coins or not much used gold jewels, you may think of pledging or selling them first to arrange cash. This will avoid usage of credit card to pay rent. If you are not able to settle the huge credit card bill by due date, try converting that to EMI to reduce the interest charges. Generally, the interest charge on those kind of loans is 20%. There are many other rent payment apps available now. Thoroughly research about the app if it is trustworthy before using it. Sometimes the payment that you make may get stuck with the platform and may not reach the landlord. You may need to do several follow-ups with the customer care of the rent payment app to resolve the issue. Hence, use these apps under your own risk. Hope this video was helpful to you. Please write down in comments if you have more queries on how to use these rent payment apps to pay the rent through credit card. Give a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more useful videos like this. Thank you.